So this is the another example of electrolysis, which is called the electroplating or purification of metal. So what is going on in this experiment? Here you can see that using electrolysis to deposit thin layer of one metal on another metal to improve beauty or resistance to corrosion. So what is going on here? Basically we are taking the nickel and steel, nickel strip and steel metal. So this is like a ring of the any ring of steel, and if we want to coat a thin layer of nickel onto the steel, we can use these two metals as a electrode and apply external voltage. So in this case usually nickel become anode and oxidation of nickel happen and reduction on the steel metal happen. These two electrodes were dipped into the nickel sulfate solution, aqueous solution, which is dissolved in water. So what is going on here? You can see that nickel metal oxidizes at the anode and it come in the form of nickel ion in the solution. So oxidation reaction happen on the nickel electrode. Let me zoom this so that you can see even better. Yeah, now you can see. So and on the cathode again nickel ion are accepting or gaining the two electron and they are depositing on the steel. So reduction reaction happen on this cathode, and here you can see both this is very unique example that only nickel is oxidizing and only nickel is reducing. And why it is happening? So let's compare their reduction potential. So nickel reduction potential is nickel metal reduction potential is minus 0.28 volt and water reduction potential is plus 1.23 volt. So here if we are comparing that water reduction potential is more positive, or I can say that nickel reduction potential is more negative than the water. Therefore, oxidation of nickel is preferred on anode. So this reaction is preferred. Oxidation of nickel is preferred right rather than water oxidation. So basically bigger value usually they reduce. So reduction is possible for this one. Reduction is possible for water here, and oxidation is preferred on the anode. That is why based on the less negative reduction potential, nickel metal from the strip loses the two electron, nickel atoms loses the two electron and they come into the nickel ion. Let's compare the nickel and water. So nickel reduction potential, as we have seen, that which is a 0.28 volt, and water reduction potential. So basically here is oxidation potential, here is a OH, yeah, basically this is oxidation reaction is given here, and basically water reduction is 1.23 and this here reduction potential of water is minus 0.83 volt to produce. Basically here hydrogen ion is gaining the electron. So if we compare these two electrode potential, nickel ion less negative than the water reduction, therefore nickel on the cathode is preferred. Nickel reduction will be on cathode is preferred. So reduction of nickel ion is preferred, right? So whenever we have to do electrolysis process, basically we have to choose the metal which we can deposit onto another metal, and that reduction potential must be in such a way so that it can oxidize and it can reduce on the another metal. And if we calculate the total E cell potential of this electrolysis process, so here will be E reduction minus E reduction of anode, so cathode minus anode. So basically in both cases only nickel is participating. So nickel reduction potential minus nickel oxidation potential, it will be 0. So what is going on here? So it is, you can see that since E cell is 0, total E cell of this setup is 0, therefore only small amount of external EMF needed to causes transfer of nickel atom to one electrode to another, right? So this is the very unique example that only nickel is oxidizing and nickel ion is reducing on the another metal. Same type of reaction happen when we try to electroplate like gold or silver onto another metal or another ornament to improve the beauty or to protect the corrosion. So only electroplating reaction can be used, or they use the electroplating reaction to make a thin layer of any metal onto another metal.